everybody, Matt Maran here for another Bullitt vlog. So this time I'm headed to the Woodward Dream Cruise for my first time ever. And so this is another road trip here in the Bullitt. I'm almost at 10,000 miles now. And so yeah, but first off, we are kind of low on gas, so we need to hit up the Shell station. And huge thanks to Shell for sponsoring this video. And so, you know, this summer they revealed their new Smooth Glide technology, their new formulation for their gas for V-Power Nitro. And so in addition to protecting against gunk corrosion and wear, it now protects against friction as well. And I actually just did a 1,200 mile road trip in the Bullitt here a few days ago, and over like 20 hours of driving, there were some times where I wasn't able to stop at a Shell station. I had to fill up with other kinds of gas, and I did notice that the engine seemed to run a little bit smoother to me on the Shell than on the other gases. And so that's just something, after almost 10,000 miles of driving this car, I kind of got a feel for it, I think. And so that's one thing that I kind of noticed there. And so anyway, huge thanks to Shell for sponsoring this video, but let's hit the road. All right, so we have made it here to Woodward. We're cruising on Woodward Avenue currently, and it's very cool. So this is Friday evening here, going to get some dinner, and there's already tons of people just lining the streets here, and it's still super early. This is all going to be packed tomorrow, so it should be a very cool scene, but it's already awesome. I mean, you have every other car basically is some type of, you know, muscle car, sports car, classic car, something like that. And it's very cool. I even saw like someone did a custom new Chrysler SRT8, and they don't make those, you know, the new ones like that. So having you know, all those kind of custom things is pretty awesome. I'm sure we're gonna see plenty more of that. I mean, we're literally driving past car shows like nonchalantly, like they're just everywhere. Everywhere you look, there's old little service stations with cars parked in them, and everything is just very kind of retro around here, and just a very cool scene. So yeah, I mean, there is going to be tons. I think they said there's something like 40,000 people that show up to this every weekend, or every year for this weekend. So it's gonna be crazy. I'm sure there's gonna be lots of awesome stuff. Way too much to cover in a reasonably sized video like this one, so I'm not gonna be able to show everything, of course, but it's very exciting. And yeah, so follow me along. We're gonna kind of show you guys some highlights, some of the cool things. They have the C8 Corvette here, we're gonna check that out. The GT500 and 4 GTs are gonna be on display, and some of those new stuff, and also kind of show off any of the cool custom stuff I see along the way over the next couple of days as well. So yeah, we're cruising now, and earlier it was a little more free-flowing as we were further down on Woodward, but now we're right in the middle of all the action. There's all kinds of stuff, like there's an F-Type right there, just like any kind of car you like. I mean, there's tons of exotics here, like the newest stuff, like McLaren 720S Spider. The first time I've ever seen one was a few minutes ago. All that kind of stuff. I love classics, and there's tons of that here. So I mean, any kind of car you like, it's gonna be paradise. And someone like me who likes a little bit of everything, this is just like overload. I mean, I've been to my fair share of huge car shows and some really cool shows, but this blows, I think, everything out of the water. It's pretty safe to say, just because it's just everywhere you go. Everywhere there's just, I mean, you cannot look in any direction and not see a cool car on this road. And it's not a ton of fun here with the manual. You know, I'm inching along in traffic here, so it's gonna be even worse on Saturday from what I hear. So that's why I'm doing most of the cruising here on Friday night, and then Saturday I'll walk around and, you know, get some footage of everything. But it's so cool. It's so unique and different though, because you have people just sitting on the side of the road just watching everything go by, and you can basically see, you know, thousands of cars just sitting there all night and just relaxing, which is awesome too. But anyway, so we're gonna do a little more cruising here. They actually close things down around 9, so you can't stay out too late and cause any mischief or anything. So we're gonna head back, and then I'll pick up with you guys tomorrow. We're gonna be on Mustang Alley and go from there. Alright, so I've been up with all the Bullets this morning here on Saturday morning, and so we're all going to try and park together on Mustang Alley. But I mean, there's tons of Mustangs already lined up, and there's about a dozen Bullets of us here that met up beforehand, and so it's going to be very cool having us all together. They all sound fantastic, and again, if you're a Mustang fan, this is about as good as it gets. Alright, so we are parked up here on Mustang Alley. I'm towards the end of the Bullitt row. There's a bunch of other Bullets way far down there, and I'm gonna walk through and show you guys some highlights here of all these cars. But yeah, it's awesome. I already met a couple of you as well, but yeah, it's just Mustangs as far as the eye can see. It's pretty crazy. with blue stripes. You don't see this too often. I think I've never seen this combo before, but I actually really like it. Let me know what you think in the comments. Never seen vinyls over the headlights before. That's interesting. Totally fits with the Shelby thing though. I really want to do a regular car reviews impression, but I won't. One pony is not enough. Alright, so we left Mustang Alley here after hanging out there for a good while, from like 7 a.m. until it's now 1:20, and it was awesome seeing all the Mustangs. I mean, there's so many. I just sampled a few, but it was very, very cool. Again, if you love Mustangs, it's the place to be for sure. Definitely worth the trip. But yeah, so we're just gonna cruise around Woodward a little bit more here, see what else we can see. It's really one of these things that there's so much to see that, you know, you can make an entire week out of this, or at least a full weekend. So it just comes down to just how much you want to see and how much time you want to spend. Hey. So, we just passed 10,000 miles here on the Bullitt on Woodward Avenue. And it's just so awesome to finally pass 10,000. And it's been an awesome day here at Woodward. It's just been such a blast. There's still so much to cover. I'm sure I didn't even cover a third of all the stuff to see here. I mean, there's just so much, but it was still fantastic. From the last awesome thing we got to do was see the new C8 mid-engine Corvette, and unfortunately I didn't get to sit in it. You were able to do that, but it was like a super long wait, and it's pretty hot out here. That's why the air conditioning's blasting and everything, so I apologize for the noise. But yeah, but anyway, got to see it, and I will say it looks much better in person. You know, the taillights have a more three-dimensional look than I originally was expecting them to, and everything on it, it looks good. It actually, I think the proportions and stuff look better in person than they do in pictures. I'm still not totally in love with the back end. That is one thing to say. I think I actually prefer the way it looks without the spoiler. There was one that we saw without a spoiler for a brief second there, and that looked really good too. But yeah, I'm excited to start seeing those things out on the streets. But there's just, it is so cool just cruising down this road. I mean, it's such a historic, awesome thing to begin with, since this has been going on for decades and decades. But it's just the sheer amount of cars, and not just, you know, cool sports cars or muscle cars, but just bizarre stuff. There was a limo Corvette that was, I mean, there was all kinds of really funky things like that too, that made it a lot more interesting than just, you know, a Cars and Coffee where you see a dozen of the same supercars over and over again and stuff. This was really just so much variety, and that's what I really love about Woodward, I think. And I got a Roush Mustang just pulling up next to us here. But yeah, so that's about it. It's been a fantastic time. It was an awesome time on Mustang Alley, and huge thanks. I can give a few thanks here real quick. First, I want to thank Nick for letting us hosting us here while we were in Detroit. Also, huge thanks to Tony and also to Greg for all the great tips on how to, you know, get around the Woodward traffic and how to best deal with everything. And also huge thanks to my lovely wife Beth here for doing much of the filming, and I just took off, and for helping me out here during the Woodward event here this weekend. It's been an absolute blast, and it's something that I definitely want to come back and do a lot more often, if not every year, just as much as I can, because it is really cool. It's a great place for kids, you know, seeing everything, and it's so easy to see so many cars because you can literally just stand on a corner or even sit in an open air restaurant and just watch cars go by for hours if you want, and it's just so cool. And yeah, this is one of the ultimate car events. Probably, I would say, probably the coolest car event I've ever been to, honestly. I don't think that's exaggeration. I think this probably takes the cake. Whenever I think of the craziest car culture experience that I've ever had, this is probably it. So, yeah, it's been awesome. I can't believe it took me 29 years to get here, but I'm glad that I've gotten here, and I plan to come back many more times. So yeah, Bullitt's still running great. I'm going to be doing a full update video on, you know, how it's been holding up here over the 10,000 miles, how the clear bar's been holding up, the ceramic coating, all that stuff. I'll do a video in a couple of weeks on all of that for you guys. But yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. Let me know what you thought of this vlog, and let me know any other ideas for any additional vlogs in the Bullitt you'd like to see me do. Anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. And how about that? I mean, I was just about to be done filming, and then you see the Batmobile, the original Batmobile, just cruising. Truly an amazing event. That was just the nice little cherry on top at the end. That was perfect.